Speaker.
Yes.
Facilitator.
Yes.
Masterclass. We can find some of those master classes on LinkedIn, correct? Some of
them. Yes,
right.
We do some samplings, through LinkedIn, and we're going to even be doing more with that through 2023. Of course, executive coaching. So all of those things are in our...
And that's the consulting piece.
Yes, exactly.
And then, got you. So we get a speaker, facilitator, masterclass, consultant.
Yes.
Fourfold.
That's
and she has a podcast that we're trying. It's not trying. We are getting off the ground. And with all of that, y'all, guess what? She's a part of the Bison family. HU Pride.
That's what we say.
1867.
March 2nd. Yes.
Been educating the minds of America for a long time.
A long time.
So for the HUers out there, Howard University.
Yes.
We got to throw that in there.
HU.
Anybody from Howard listening, call in 615-242-7760. If you're not from Howard, any HBCU, any WPI, it doesn't matter. Just call in. Once again, if you need her to speak, she's available.
I am.
If you need her to facilitate, coach, she's available. If you need that master class, she's available. And consultant, Dawn. And then last but not least, how did I forget? If you need the book, where's my book?
It's right outside.
Go get my book.
It's right
Give me a book.
Just hold one out for.
Just hold one up. 615-242-7760. Let me show you. Let me show the folks watching. Agape leadership.
Yes. Yes.
No leadership. Yes. Your leadership library. If you don't have this, you ain't leading in 21st century. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm a better leader because of this. So Agape, unpacking Agape leadership. The 7 languages of intentional leadership by Don Marie Morris. Oh, my. Along with this, what will Barack do?
Yes. That was my first effort at being an author. Yes.
Okay.
So.
Look at you.
Yes, I am. You know, it's exciting in 2 years to be a two-time author. I never thought that was going to,
and we're working on this
manifest.
book. The next book.
Yeah, well.
Have we just put a...
We have not. Because we just settled into that one.
Okay.
That, Unpacking Agape
we're
just
working
launched.
on this book.
There are no limits.
A book comes from
As
this.
you know, that's right. Absolutely.
Right. A book comes from this. Or a training class.
Absolutely. Right.
It's always a manual. So again,
always, yes.
If you need her to speak, she's available. If you need her to teach and facilitate, she's available. If you need a master class, there are some on LinkedIn already, correct?
There are some
type of classes.
From my leadership
online
class,
courses,
which is the one that is designed for new leaders.
Okay.
Well, actually, people who may be seasoned but new to an organization. Who want to align their teams around their vision, around their systems, and delegate more effectively. Then Leader Shift is the mini series that I developed, and you can find that on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Correct. Yes, before the full class, of course, you want to engage the World Class Training Institute, and we can come and get everybody up to speed.
Right.
So, yes, because as new leaders, sometimes. I was just talking to someone yesterday at a networking event, since you mentioned this, and he was mentioning how he had a new sales manager. And the manager was coming in, and he didn't really know which way the manager was heading, and vice versa. And through a program called Leader Shift, it allows the manager and their team to align and to know, hey, what is your vision as a leader, and how can we support that vision? And then what is this system going to look like? What's going to be the same? What things may change as a result of new leadership? And it helps to resolve conflicts in some cases before they ever erupt, because you've had some strong conversations around what expectations are. So leadership is a great program. And yes, you do tell me that I'm on the radio.
We've had conversations around expectations.
Yes.
Oftentimes in the organizations where I have served, that is not the case.
That is not the case, exactly.
Yeah.
The manager...
We move on assumption.
Absolutely.
And I know we had something planned, but you know how when we get together, it just moves into something totally different. So let me pause, y'all. We really have an outline. We're not extemporaneous, but when we get into these spaces, it's all about what I hear. you said something so powerful. There's a conversation around the expectations.
Yes.
As a leadership executive coach. Oh, I like saying that. Let me put my Baptist preacher voice on. We cut up, y'all. As a leadership executive coach, how often, hear me out, and I need y'all to call in, how often should I have those conversations around expectations?
That's an excellent question. Definitely, as a new leader, you should have conversations with each member of your team around expectations. And not just expectations, but finding out what that person has done or accomplished in the organization prior to you getting there, what that person's goals are in the organization, so that as a leader you can help them to achieve that. And then also that expectation conversation around what your vision as the leader is and how that person can help support that vision. So that's initially for any new leader. Then ongoing, I say minimally, you need to have a resetting conversation. So I would say quarterly, that should take place. Quarterly, you should have that reset conversation, maybe even monthly the first year that you're in an organization, so that you and that team member can stay in alignment. Now, of course, in my old organization, well, I shouldn't say of course because you may not be aware of this, but I used to have one-on-ones or touch bases with my manager on a weekly basis. And that was around the tactical pieces that were necessary to keep the business running. So that's one part of it. But that other piece around, hey, is what I'm doing in line with what you expected me to do? That reset conversation should happen at least quarterly, but within the first year, if you are a newer manager, I would recommend that happens once a month with your at least immediate direct reports.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? I wish we would have written that down, but we will go back and watch it.
Sure. Because
that's something to unpack. So now I have a new acronym, TEAM. Team. We first of all need to talk as a team.
Right.
We need to have expectations as a team. I need to know your attitude on the team.
Yes. Oh, I like that.
Then I need to know your motivation. Come on, team.
That's good.
When you were talking, you know me, I'm listening.
Yes.
So when you dropping these nuggets, I'll just be like, hold on, let me talk, let me write.
That's good.
So team.
Yes.
When I'm bringing people on, well, even when I'm coming on the team as the ultimate under shepherd.
Right.
Maybe I missed that moving into the organization, that I don't talk enough. I don't tell enough. I don't teach enough. And that has to be the foundation of agape leadership, with some intentionality that on the team, you need to hear me talk, teach, tell.
And I'm going to add one to that.
What?
You need to listen.
Well,
you need to listen.
I do.
Because the best way to serve, and I'm sure you do. And
I'm trying. I'm
getting
better at it.
And when I say you, I'm talking more globally, but not you in particular. Absolutely. We have to engage our ears in listening, because going back to someone who's new to leadership, or even as someone who's a seasoned leader as you are, your team is your first line of defense. So they may be seeing things that you don't, because they're dealing with all of the goings on of your organization at more of a cellular level than you are. You're the visionary and you're the strategic person, but they are the tactical pieces, and the tactics and the strategy must align with intuition, remember, in order for success to take place.
Wish you would have written that down. Is that in the book?
That may not be.
Thank God we're recording it, and I know where the recording is, so I can go back and listen to the recording, because I'm prophesying to her.
Yes.
A book is coming out of these conversations.
And you're probably right.
Just a book.
You're probably right.
So again,
we had some rich ones.
Right. Like this one is not what we planned, y'all. But
it's rich.
We gonna flow. Because so tactical. Let me change the T.
Yes.
Tactical, expectations, attitude, motivation.
Yes.
Thank you for my team.
Yes.
Got to be tactical. Got to understand who's going to execute these things.
That's right.
Now I'm finna shift gears, and after I shift gears, I'm gonna say this. It's coming. Like, oh my God, this is a book. Okay. I'm telling you.
Okay.
First of all, shout out to Howard University. HU in the house.
Know. That's what they say. Now, I don't know why we say that, but
what?
That's what you know.
Well, I'm just saying. Shout out to TSU and all the HBCUs.
Absolutely.
But definitely Don Marie Morris, Howard, yes. Bison family.
Bison bread.
For those on here, Bison bread.
Bison bread.
Bison bread.
Yes.
Bison bread. I got to do all that. I learned all the bison chat.
Bread. That's right.
But I have a connection with Howard because my auntie went to Howard to get her master's.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
So we good.
So okay, good. That's good.
But anyway, this show is brought to you by Walker's Cafe and Grill, 109 UN Drive from 12 to 5. This show is brought to you by Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church, 1506 22nd Avenue, North Nashville, Tennessee, 37208. This show is brought to you by Forever Zion. That's www.foreverzion.com. Paparazzi Jewelry for your boo, your bae, your significant, your subordinate, your cousin and them, your friend, your enemy, your frenemy. Go to www.foreverzion.com. This show is brought to you by Trifold Outreach Ministries. That's Trifold Outreach Ministries, 49 Dry Creek Road, Goodlettsville, Tennessee. But right now they meet in Zoom. This show is brought to you by Yolanda herself. And last but not least, this show is brought to you by World Class Training.
All right. Okay.
She didn't know that was coming. We hit it with that. Put that in the gumbo. She liked this, y'all. Really, she did. I'm going to tell you, let me give you the backdrop. She's out here. She's teacher, facilitator. She's master class individual that you can find. She's consultant and she's author. Come on. Do you see all of that?
Well, I'm glad that you said that. Thank you.
What do you mean?
Yes.
That's what
it's true.
That's what I see, y'all. I mean,
it's true. Yes.
Like, we have someone else playing, but the Lord knows how to do what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And right now it's about master class. It's about world class. It's about getting your classes together so that people can invest in your product. And your service.
Yes, that's true. Now that's a segue into what we were going to talk about, which we can just spend a couple of moments on it because I think it's important. And as I was, and I'm going to
go ahead.
Sit here as the person who is one who believes in investing in oneself on a physical level.
Very much so. Very much
from. Well, I do my own nails now. So he's looking at my nails. I do my own nails now, right. but I did pay for a long time and believe in getting my hair done. And our topic today was, do you spend more on your head than in it? I'm sitting here with a Telfar bag, as some people know, which is not the top of the line, but it's a trendy bag. So I believe in that. I also believe, and I am the person who spends almost $2,000 getting certified to teach emotional intelligence. I'm the person who trained to
in your head,
disc in my head,
in your head, not on your head,
not on my head,
but in it,
but in my head,
in my head.
Exactly. The hair is in the garbage. The emotional intelligence certification resides in my head every day.
Makes you a speaker.
And makes me a speaker.
Makes you an author.
Makes me an author.
Makes you a facilitator.
Makes me qualified to facilitate.
Masterclass teacher.
Masterclass teacher.
And consultant.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
All of those things.
In your head.
Which I'm sure in my head. Which I'm sure you know too. Pastor is a very well educated man as well. So the idea is not to say that we shouldn't. It's not either or, it's both and. It's understanding that in order to be the most complete we have to invest and value as much, if not more, what's on our heads as we do what's in our heads. Mm-hmm. Because what's going to carry us the longest
is what's in it, not what's on it.
That's right. That's right. And so when you talk about investing in development, investing in coaching, investing in, and you and I have even had conversations about, some upcoming training that you're looking at taking. And I'm sure if you consider that.
Through World Class.
Well, yeah.
Let me just say that.
Right. Well,
I got to plug
and some others. Right. Well, I appreciate that. But some others as well, because I'm not the only game in the,
only player in the game.
Only player in the game.
But you're in the game.
But I'm in the game, yes.
And you need to be played.
And,
put her in, coach.
It's
time. It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Yes.
Agape.
Yes.
7, love. I love language. 7
Language
of intentional leadership.
That's right. Yes. Well, yeah, and to that point, agape is love, right?
That's what it is.
It's love. So it's just the selfless, sacrificial
love.
Exactly. So yes. So that wasn't really a misstatement. That was
What's wrong?
That was a
Sound
factual
good.
statement.
That's right.
It did exactly.
So when we got a few minutes.
Yes, already.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
goodness.
when we step in this booth, and we do. That's why I'm making sure so we could go back and y'all. What we're going to do is give y'all some other content. Moving forward on her page, on my page as well. This will be on the Yolanda and Cornelius show. Go there. But when she gets her podcast, we want she will have some more rich content from her books.
Yes.
From her speaking engagements.
Yes.
From life lived experience.
Exactly.
See, that's all of that.
That's right.
Period.
Yes.
Period. So, do you have a name for your podcast yet?
Yes, of
what
course.
Is it?
The Leaders Lounge.
Leaders Lounge.
It's the Leaders Lounge.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Yes.
So we're gonna keep promoting that, and then you'll hear me tomorrow promote it on Capri Cares. Well, then next week on Capri Cares every day.
I appreciate that.
This young lady.
Cornelius. Yes.
You're welcome, Coach Don Marie. This young lady has gone viral for spending
Yes.
$900.
Yes.
On a ponytail.
Yes.
900.
900.
On it.
I
on
played
her
it
head.
back. I had to play it back when I
on
was
her head, not in her head.
Not in her head.
Now, whatever, and I might get back to the tactfulness, expectation, attitude, motivation. Help unpack that for me. Why you would go to that extreme to spend $900 on your head. And I'm not saying she didn't spend $900 in her head because I don't know the situation.
Right.
And I'm not making fun or making light of that situation at all. If you ever get across this video, baby, you could call in and inbox us and we can talk about it. But help unpack. What is the drive and motivation for individuals to look good but not think good?
Oh, that's good. That's good. And you know, even as we were preparing our minds for this, I was thinking through that exact thing.
Okay.
And someone once said to me, you know, there are 2 moments of decision in a relationship with another person.
2 moments.
The first is when you see them visually, and the second is when they open their mouths. Vocally, exactly.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, I think some of us, and this again is not all, but some, put so much energy on that first step, the visual, and make sure that, you know, we're to the nines in that area, but don't fortify from the inside out. And again, there's nothing against that, because I am also of the mindset, hey, dress it up, look it up, you know, look the best you can. You know, we're called to do that.
Right.
But the other thing is, I always wanted to be beauty and brains. And in order to get the brains part, it does require a financial investment. Now, the thing is, it's almost like some of us want the microwave moment. And the microwave moment is when someone sees you, and yes, you are dolled up and everything externally is as it should be. But that slow cooked meal,
oh my God,
the one that comes,
it smells better.
It smells better. It tastes better. It's making my mouth water right now.
What's the cake your mom made?
The German chocolate cake from scratch.
Yeah.
The one from
the
scratch.
lessons of leadership.
It takes a little longer. Yeah. It's not just dumping the box into the bowl and a little egg and a little. No, you got to melt that sugar. You melt the chocolate. Melt the butter. You got to sift it. Section it. You have to even put a plastic or wax paper on the pan so that it doesn't stick. There are extra steps, but the result is better. And so that's what we have to think about when we're thinking about what's going in our heads. It does take longer. It takes longer to become an expert in an area and study, as the Bible says, really to show thyself approved. And it's going to feel on some days like this isn't going anywhere. But if we invest in our heads and consider that and value that as much or more so than what's on our heads, our long-term gain is going to be greater.
So $900
yes,
for something you're going to throw away.
Exactly.
As opposed to $900 of something that
you're going to take away.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Mic drop. Mic drop. Take away versus throw away.
That's right.
We don't have enough time.
We don't have.
What you doing?
All right.
Listen, y'all. What you doing Friday? We got to finish this Friday.
We may have to.
We got to finish this Friday.
We may have to.
Like, we're going to have to finish this Friday. Like, real talk.
Okay.
We'll go faceless. No. Let's everybody see the face expressions. They need to see it. Because I'm speaking to my people now. For all of our people, I love my people. We are now in tax season.
Yes.
Where some individuals have gotten a lump sum of money.
Yes.
Because they fall in a tax bracket where
that's very true.
They are fortunate to get lump sums of money.
Yes.
Reprioritize.
Yes.
How you spend your money.
Yes.
Spend it in your head.
Spend it in your head. That's right.
Not on your head.
Not on your head. Exactly.
Let's just take, for instance, and we're drifting out, but I got to talk about the book too. 1 minute. For the next 18 years, I'm going to give you $7,000. I mean, come on. Just 7,000, 18 years because you got a child and that's your tax bracket. Great. I'm grateful that you're working. You could have bought a PhD with that.
You could have.
The circles of individuals and places where you could be planted if you would just spend your money differently.
Right.
Not own it, but in it.
Exactly.
Where your dividends.
That's right.
Oh my God. We got to finish this Friday, Don. Yeah. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. The dividends.
Howard University graduate.
Think about that investment. I mean, and think about where'd you graduate? You
Which school? Which school? What school? Montlow Associates, American Baptist, Bachelor's, Fisk certification, TSU Master's degree.
Okay.
What school?
There we go.
What school?
That's what we're talking about.
What school?
That's what we're talking about.
Honorary doctorate from School of the Great Commission. What school?
That's what I'm talking about.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What school? I believe in that.
Dividends.
I believe I am where I am.
That's right.
Because I make the investment.
That's right. Exactly.
LeBron James spends $1 million a year on his personal trainer or something, or his dietitian.
I believe it. Oh, we can talk about that too, because I tell people all the time, I'm a personal trainer as well, and I tell people all the time.
I forgot that.
You can spend money on health care, or you can spend money on the care of your health.
Let's see.
It's up to you which way you want to spend this thing, because you're going to either go down and get high blood pressure medicine, insulin, and all of those things because you chose not to spend money on the care of your health. And so now your money is going to health care, but because it's wrapped up in an insurance payment, it feels like you're really not spending any money. Oh, but you are.
You are spending
But you
money.
are. And your health is also not where it's supposed to be. So it's one way or another. You're going to spend it. Health care or the care of your health. I choose the care of my health. So, and I hope other people will as well.
Listen, 615-242-7760. Call in, people, if you had a question. This has been good. Our time is up. I hate it. Tell me a little bit about unpacking agape.
Unpacking agape.
The 7 languages of intentional leadership.
Yes. Because I believe that as a leader, our first role is to love people unconditionally, I should say. And the more I serve others, the more others are going to serve me. So to bring that to light, I wrote Unpacking Agape, which is about servant leadership and the 7 languages of intentional leadership, which juxtaposes my intentional leadership model, which goes from the individual contributor mindset to that of an intentional leader. Because leadership is a mindset. It's not a title. It's about a mindset. So please get that book as well. Yes.
Where can we buy it?
You can buy it. It is on Amazon, but I prefer if people go to World Class
I want to go to World Class
/agape. Yes, and then you
World
can get your
class.
autographed copy as well. Yes,
Price.
$25 for the hardcover and $22 for the paperback.
And where can we find Dawn Marie again? How do we find her?
Training
Institute.
Net.
Okay.
The World Class Training Institute. You can just Google it.
Yeah. You're Googleable.
I'm Googleable.
Listen, y'all, we are out of talk. No, we're not. I'm joking. We're just out of time. We got much more talk. Ron is setting up. We're about to break down. I was going to talk about something else, but you talked about your beauty, your brains, and then I want to talk about your brand.
Oh, triple B.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Okay. Friday, we need to talk about what you're spending in your head, not so much on your head. Talking about leadership, the sections, and the steps that it takes to make that cake. Because that's the next book. Leadership lessons that I learned from making a cake. I'm trying to tell you. She don't hear me, y'all. She don't hear me till later.
I do. I hear you.
But it is what it is.
And you've told me twice now, so
that's right.
It's gotta happen.
It's the Yolanda and Cornelius show.
Thank you so much,
y'all
Pastor C.
In a few next week, Friday. I have her on Friday, y'all. Or we're gonna do something, and we'll upload it one day this week. Peace and blessings.
Corey. WENO 760 AM. The Gospel.
Welcome to the Christian Business Connection.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
She got a book, Ron.
Okay.
She got a book. Have you bought it yet?
No, okay.
You gonna buy one today?
Okay.
I wanted one. But
While you setting up, we'll talk about her book for a minute.
Go ahead.
While you get set up.
Yes.